Scorpio, what up, though? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message for the sign of Scorpio, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have an 8th house as part of our birth chart. And time and energy are fluid. So take what resonates here and leave the rest for someone else. And these readings are timeless, y'all. So whenever you stumble across this message, there will be something in it for you. I am recording this reading during Scorpio season. And this reading feels very Scorpio season-y. I use this Illuminated Earth Oracle deck and this Wild Mystic Oracle deck to help me catch a vibe as I'm connecting with the collective energy. And this feels like a deep one, Scorpio. The first two cards to come out, you got the same card in both decks. Healing, clarified by heal. We have gifts, clarified by determination. Reincarnation, clarified by trick. Harmony, clarified by create. And support, clarified by inspire. Wow, wow, wow. Scorpio gang, Scorpio season. This feels, like I said, like a deep message. It feels like you are healing through some deep stuff. Spirit saying that you are going to get through this and come out the other side of this in harmony. You're creating harmony here. I feel like a lot of my Scorpios are really going through some past life healing. So whether this was trauma or relationships, it's definitely got a vibe of past life stuff, almost like we came here to get through this, to solve this, to heal this, to release this. On the bottom of the Wild Mystic, we have the Death card. On the bottom of the Illuminated Earth Oracle deck, we have the Wisdom card and the Deluge card as well. And so this feels like some wisdom, some deep wisdom being gained here through this. It feels like a huge rebirth for my Scorpios. Wow. I am seeing that there are gifts in this period of time, in this healing. Almost like creating a new day. Spirit really wants you to know that they have your back through this. With the support card, I see this as being your angels, your ancestors, really surrounding you at this time. Like, Scorpio, we got this. We can do this. Let's go. So I'm going to pray real quick. We will dive into this message. 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Wow, you guys, this is deep. There is some deep stuff. Some of you, this is in love, in relationships. For others, though, it really, 2 of Cups, definitely for love, in love. For some of you, it's in family situations and things. It really honestly feels like an overall energy. What's the message today for Scorpio? Holy Divine Mother and Father, Great Spirit, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Archangels, Ancestors, messages for my Scorpio family for their highest good. Anything they need to hear today, anything they need to know, any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, any messages that will empower them, any messages that will bring healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will help my Scorpios align with their highest self, their highest timeline, their best life, and of course, above all, any messages that will help Scorpio align with your will, Most High, will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Amen. Ashe. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in the Tower coming through right off rip. This huge shift with the Tower. It feels like this could be almost like a shocking event happening. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is within some type of relationship, whether it is a family relationship, a romantic relationship. For some of you, maybe even with friends or those around you. I'm feeling some type of divine intervention coming through to help create a shift in this energy. This is the energy of Jupiter. So Jupiter comes through to help expand, to help things grow. It also can have the effect of making things like these tower moments feel very big. Very intense energy here. With the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, it's feeling like you truly are at the end of a cycle, with it being number 9, with it being a major arcana here. It looks like my Scorpios are faced with some decisions right now, and I feel like this is really about seeing things from a higher perspective, Scorpio. The Hermit has made it to the top of the mountain and is now overlooking the path that they've taken to get there. They're becoming illuminated with this wisdom. Oh, I could have went this way over here. I could have avoided that blockage. Or, when we're seeing things from this higher perspective, we can really see things that we didn't see before as we were making our way up the path to the top of the mountain. Also, with the Hermit energy on the bottom of the deck, really pulling off into your own energy right now and really doing some reflecting, I feel like, is kind of the ticket. That's always the vibe that Scorpio season brings for me anyways. Being a Scorpio moon, I kind of just naturally pull off and go into Hermit mode when it comes to Scorpio season. One of my favorite seasons and times of the year. It's always a very, very transformative time. Always a lot of shedding, a lot of healing, a lot of epiphanies and realizations. Let's see what the challenge is for my Scorpio. Man, for some of you, this may be in career as well. I feel like for all of my Scorpios with this Tower and this Wheel of Fortune, this is giving me the vibes of things happening regardless of how chaotic. They're happening in order to shift us into a better energy and in order to really get us to see things, release things, heal things that are needed at this time. Pluto coming through and doing what it does, shining. To bring this transformation, this metamorphosis. What do we have as the challenge for Scorpio right now, Spirit? We have the Star coming through. We have the High Priestess and the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel, Scorpio, this is giving me the energy of a lot internally that needs to, that is being healed at this time, that needs to be healed. The Star comes right after the Tower. Right, and we have both cards out here, so it does feel like, again, this is kind of divine intervention coming through to help heal our inner world, to help bring us this new opportunity, to help us release any feelings of not being good enough, of being inadequate, any feelings of sadness that we're holding on to, or even for some of us, traumas that we're holding on to from past lives or from childhood. Things are, it feels like, coming up to the surface so we can really see them. And with that Hermit, it is about seeing them for what they are, seeing them from that higher point of view. And with that Queen of Swords, emotionally disconnecting, detaching from the situations a little bit and trying to see things through the eyes of spirit. outside of our insecurities, outside of our ego, outside of our pains and our hurts and our fears. Wow, this is such a healing energy. For some of you, this is healing around self-worth and relationships. Definitely a prominent vibe of relationships coming through for my Scorpios. What do we have at the root cause? What do we have at the root? There we are. Devil energy on the bottom. Definitely this feeling of a karmic contract or past life things coming through. And with the Five of Cups, we see these empty cups, these spilled cups. We see this cup that's spilling down the drain. And to me, this is the things that have went wrong in our past, the things that are breaking up right now. This can really, especially with this Tower, this Wheel of Fortune energy, this can really pull us under. And that's been a major message for the collective as of late, where I've been saying, try not to get sucked or pulled down that Scorpio death spiral, where we can really identify and focus on these things so much to where it really pulls us under, right? And then it can be hard to kind of climb back out. Scorpio, you are, and for my Scorpio placements, you're professionals at that. As you know, as difficult as I know it is, the divine is saying that there is this opportunity here. There is this full cup, and now I'm being drawn to this cup in the Page of Cups, where it's like there's an opportunity to really make the impossible happen, to really move into our blessings. I'm also hearing none of this has been in vain. Again, so the Queen of Swords did come out. And to me, this represents, again, emotionally detaching a bit from what is going on, seeing things through the eyes of spirit, knowing that spirit is guiding us through this. And then I see these flags here, and the fact that there's a red and a yellow flag flying much lower than this blue flag, to me, represents the red and the yellow flag would be considered our insecurities and our fears and our ego and things of that nature, the little self, right? And this is kind of where spirit is prevailing over that, so where we can detach a little bit and see things as they truly are from a spiritual viewpoint, rather than being the character in the story that is going through this. We are the spirit that is playing the character that we came to experience these things, right? And so patience and really transmuting whatever it is you're going through right now in order to free yourself from whatever it is, however it's manifesting in your life. So whether it is relationships, whether it is self-worth stuff, whether it is traumas or past stories that we're holding on to or identifying with, to really be able to use that sort of clarity, that sort of truth to cut the strings, the chains that bind us to these energies is what this is about. So what I'm getting here is the way I see this Hanged Man, again, is about our own spirit bringing us into and through situations, placing us in these situations in order for us to gain something from that situation, in order for us to take something away from it. If you see, this person is hanging upside down, but in actuality, they are keeping themselves hung upside down there. And through seeing things from this completely different perspective, they're becoming illuminated. They're becoming enlightened through that. And so for a lot of you, it does feel like this has to do with relationships. So can we step out of the little self and ask ourselves, okay, if my higher self has brought me through all of these situations and feels like it's been some tough situations, can I see the deeper underlying spiritual meaning of why my own higher self would have me in these situations? Can I see it upside down? Can I see it differently than being in my normal little self, in the ego self, the little self? Can I look at it through the eyes of the divine, through my own divine eyes of my true self? What are we here to learn through these situations? What are we gaining through these situations? Let's look at the incoming energy and the advice. Incoming energy, we have the Ace of Cups coming through first and foremost. So new love, or a new start at love incoming. We also have this King of Swords, which in this deck to me is, and this is in your incoming energy, he's looking back toward the past. He's looking behind him. And we have the owl there, which is, to me, it's a messenger of death, right? But it's also a creature of wisdom. It represents wisdom. And so it's almost like the integration of this wisdom through everything we've been through in the past, right? Through gaining this new perspective through the situations that we've been in, Scorpio. The King of Swords is also not taking any shit. He sees things clearly. He's going to speak his truth, step into his truth. He's definitely not afraid to use that sword to cut his way out of things that may be trying to tie him up or keep him bound or stuck. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Three of Wands, Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Forward movement, Chariot, Death. So we have like the ending and forward movement. We have things coming to light here, truths being revealed. I feel like this is really about you following your intuition, and this is a very deeply healing energy here, Scorpio. I see my Scorpios betting on themselves. I see following your higher guidance and really being bold to move in the direction that you're being guided. And like I said, for some of you, it's toward new love, or just this heart space healing, the ending of a very rough cycle. A lot of rebirth energy here, Scorpio. Let's grab some advice. We have the Eight and the Two of Swords coming through in your advice. Scorpio, this feels like an energy of moving on, of taking action. This feels like a new start. With the Eight, yeah, wow, dang. Death under that. Ten of Wands, Death, Ace of Pentacles. The Eight and the Two of Swords in your advice, though, to me, it feels like not overthinking this decision. 8 plus the 2 is the 10. It's an ending. It's a new beginning. An emotional release as well. It's not the 8, it's the 5, so that's the 7. Wow. Oh, there is the 8 out here. The 5 too? Sorry, I had the wrong card held up, and when I looked down I realized that. So we have some toxicity here. We have some things that are in the darkness. Definitely tasting karmic here. So what is taking action in this new direction, releasing the weight? What is the advice here, though, Spirit? We have the Ten of Wands, the Death, so the ending and moving on. What is the advice for Scorpio, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles did come through with the Strength, the Judgment, this awakening and release. I feel like my Scorpios are being guided in a new direction, being guided forward toward their Nine of Cups, toward their happiness, toward their passion, away from this toxicity and into the light, away from the darkness and into the light, away from this karmic cycle, this repeating cycle, as you heal and move into the new. Definitely a new opportunity. There's definitely spiritual growth here. It almost feels like you're moving to the next level. You're moving into a new spiritual quest. Spirit saying to stay strong, to find your center at this time, and to free yourself from this devil energy, Capricorn energy coming through here. We have Piscean energy. We have Gemini energy out here. A lot of heavy Piscean energy, which to me is giving like 12th house. We have Aquarius energy, Pluto energy, Jupiter energy. It feels like an undoing. So again, very much feeling like past life energy that is being fixed here as you move to the next level and release and choose you and choose to move toward what lights you up. Deep energy of self-love and of putting energy into what it is you're creating, into loving yourself, healing yourself, and watering those good seeds. I feel like my Scorpios have given their energy, and I'm hearing their power away. And this is really where you're pulling your energy back and doing what's best for you, leaving the past behind, closing out a karmic cycle. So I hope this makes sense. Very deep message, pretty heavy energy. We're going to grab some oracle messages as well. And actually, I'm being guided to grab some tarot out of this other deck as well. Spirit got something to say to my Scorpios today. There's that Piscean energy as well. Determination to heal, to create. Determination to get through this, to undo. To set yourself free from these karmic bonds. Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, taking this as an opportunity to move forward into something stable, solid, sure, into something abundant. What is the message for Scorpio? Six of Swords, you are being guided forward into something new. There may be a lot going on in your world, Scorpio, a lot of outside stuff, and I feel like staying grounded and in your energy right now is super important. Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn. I do see that chaos that we were just speaking of. So I do feel like the divine is maybe guiding you away from a toxic situation or relationship. For some of you, it's even a marriage. Scorpio, healing the past, focusing on what makes you happy and taking this opportunity here to move into that light. Wow. You guys, all these majors. Ace of Pentacles, this new opportunity, Devil, Chariot, to free yourself and move to victory, to level up, to really commit to moving toward your own happiness. Four of Swords as I split. Rest, healing, self-love, meditation. I'm hearing to putting yourself back together. Eight of Swords. Some of my Scorpios are really stuck in their head or really stuck in the past. That is being healed at this time. Also with that Five of Cups, right? We have love. We have blessings in our life right now. We do not want to get sucked into the spilled cups. The spilled cups have got us to where we are. They have taught us something on a soul level. And this Fool is all about trusting the divine. And once we do shift our focus from the spilled cups and bring ourselves into this space of gratitude for the blessings and love we do have in our life, we are able to see that bridge. We are able to see the way forward to what it is we have come here to create. What is the message, Spirit, for Scorpio? A time for healing. You guys got 3 cards of healing plus the Star that wants to come out in both decks. The Sun. What's the message for Scorpio? Do not let your past hold you back. South Node. Surrender to the divine. Emotions are running high. A time to give rather than take. Virgo energy. A time for healing did come out with a new start is coming. Take time to breathe out. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it is opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, and that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. The Attune to the Moon for this card, Scorpio, says, I release the past. That's your affirmation. Additional meanings is a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive, and just because you can do something does not mean that you should. The South Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us what we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The South Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really is not good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you are ready when the time comes. Attune to the Moon for this card says, when one is healed, all are healed. Additional meanings. It's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. And think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards of the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles, and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you've asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on the way. Attuned to the moon for this card says, I'll see it when I believe it. I will see it when I believe it. Additional meanings for this card: a new start is on the way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your beliefs that your dreams can manifest are working well, and forget about the past. Deep messages, Scorpio. Sheesh. And I'm just noticing that the Eight of Wands is the only tarot card out here. That is that forward movement. The sun's out here as well. So movement toward that happiness. Just for clarification, confirmation. It's the message for Scorpio spirit. Has the earth energy left you feeling heavy? It's time to shake out of your kapha rut. You may have gotten too comfortable where you are, your home, your career, your relationships, your life goals. Try something out of the box. See bigger dreams for yourself. Let go of habits that are no longer serving you, such as emotional eating or looking back into the past. Replace refined carbs, sugar, and dairy with bitter vegetables, tart fruit, and rich spices. It's time to shed your old skin and reemerge as your highest self and fullest expression. Seeing the Muladhara, I'm seeing the root chakra poking out as well. It kind of peeked back in there. I lost it. There's a message of resting as well and taking care of yourself. My will to thy will. My will to thy will. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Double mission. Light worker. Star seed. Serve the world by being you. Let's grab a message from Ma before we tap out. Scorpio, I hope this message has helped someone out there. I hope it resonated. Hope it has found you well and in great spirits. When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelations shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. Ma, what's the message for Scorpio? Thank you. Significant inner shifts are beginning to take place. Energies are beginning to move in new ways. You may feel that resolution is hard to pin down at this time. Lean into the unfamiliar territory with boldness tempered by patience. You will become capable of many things on many levels that you were not capable of accomplishing previously. You shall arise. A fresh path is signified. And your most abundant successes manifest when you are aligned with your integrity. You do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing. Everything that is happening in your life is part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established, and you are being led to it. Scorpio, gang, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in, showing love, and showing out. Happy birthday to all of my Scorpios. Happy Scorpio season. Happy 11/11 portal, and happy new moon. I will be jumping on live if you're watching this when it is uploaded. I will be jumping on live for the new moon here very soon. So I hope to see y'all there. Before we tap out fully, we're going to take our deep cleansing breath. We're going to use our will and our visualization to draw in this divine cosmic light, this prana, this chi. We're going to fill our body and our aura up with this white light. We're going to pause, hold the breath at the top, and imagine ourselves glowing as bright as we can. And then as we release, we're going to exhale very forcefully, like we're filling up a balloon, watching any negativity, any blockages, any fear, any anxiety, any sadness, any anger, any lower frequencies, right? Anything binding us. We're going to picture that all in the form of black or gray smoke or static leaving us, so the divine can help us transmute that. So first, let's get a deep, full breath out and clear our lungs, and then we'll get this breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Squeeze, Mula Bandha. Raise that energy up your spine. Now pull it down. Lock it into your heart space. Watch yourself glowing brighter and brighter. And release. Scorpio, have a blessed rest of your day. And I'll catch you beautiful beings on the next reading.